Welcome back to Prison Architect, everybody. I'm not going to say welcome back to Morningwood or Pog Slammer, because we're not in either of those places, alright? I've started a new game. There are a few reasons for this, okay? Firstly, this is going to be a slightly quicker prison, alright? What we're going to aim for this time is battery farming, okay? We've got like a large plot to begin with, and I just fancy a bit of, getting kind of 500 prisoners in as quickly as we possibly can. I've got a vague idea for a layout in my head. We'll see how it goes. And a few other rules, okay? I think I'm going to avoid using deployment areas as much as I can, okay? So we're not going to have minimum, maximum, medium security. Everybody is going to be piled in with each other, and we're going to see how that goes, okay? Because I figured that might be quite fun. So one of the reasons I'm starting a new game, I just fancy starting a new game, just like I say, doing something different. But like the game's updated, and the last time I loaded it up to try and do something with Morningwood, there were horrendous things afoot. Okay, that's all I'm going to say right now. But I'll try and shove some footage up. I did record some footage just so that you could see what was going on, but the game was pretty much unplayable, okay? Now, this is because I have like that weird kind of semi-custom modded version of it that I made myself. So I've had to kind of turn all the mods off for now. Alright, while we do this new prisoner. I'm going to slowly add some of them back in because I quite like, for example, having no restriction on room sizes. That's a really nice one to have. And there's a couple of other things as well, which they're like quality of life improvements, I might add some of those back in, but yeah, so I'm going to have to see if I can rescue Morningwood, basically, because it kind of looks like it's very much fucked at the moment. just to put it lightly. So, here's the plan for this place, right? I want to have like a big fuck-off yard, okay, where everybody can intermingle with each other. We're going to make it like this big. It's going to be massive, right? It's going to be the first thing you get let out into as well. Oh god, it's not symmetrical, guys. I did it wrong. Okay, let's make it symmetrical. There we go. Yes, I want it to be the first thing that you get let out into. I want it to be a yard full of rowdy-looking people. Let's make this reception slightly bigger, shall we? Because I want to have like a little corridor here. I'm going to have like metal detectors and stuff, in these gaps. These will probably be fences. This might be like high security walling or something like that. I'm not 100% sure yet. And I think we should do some offices up here as well, shouldn't we? We should definitely have some offices. Let's have like a corridor like that. So let's not have all of the walls connected up. So I'm kind of just winging it a little bit, just seeing what kind of shapes we can fit in places. And but like I said, I've got a vague idea for what I want to do with the with like the cells, basically. What am I doing? I need to line that up like there we go. So what's that? 6, 7. They need to be like 5 by 5, don't they? To get offices in. So I'm really just kind of jotting down some vague plans right now as to how I want the building to actually how I want the this place to actually look. But it's just to get a vague idea of like where things are going to go. So like I said, there's going to be some offices here. Like we'll I don't know, do something like that. We'll make them a little bit bigger, and then we've got the option to kind of extend the offices out a little bit. So yeah, what's been going on with me? Why haven't we been playing Prison Architect, etc.? It's just IRL stuff. It's just taking up a lot of my time. Like if you haven't watched any of the other videos, we had our second baby recently, which is obviously that's huge. Takes up a lot of time. I'll be honest, babies do eat into your gaming habits a little bit. But yeah, so that's obviously been taking up some time. Then what else has been going on? We've been pretty busy at work. We've had like a lot of stuff going on at work. Obviously I can't really talk about it, but it's just been quite crazy. Like a lot of things we've had to do. We've done a little bit of overtime recently. Like had to work on a Saturday, which nobody ever wants to lose their Saturday. But sometimes it's just got to be done in order to get shit done. You know, like it's one of those necessities. Of course, like I should point out, like they don't enforce this stuff. Like obviously, everybody knows about like the dreaded game industry crunch, but like it's not. We don't get forced to do this stuff. It's purely a case of we look at what state the project is in, and we kind of go, okay, look, we've got to deliver X, Y, Z. Like maybe we're not happy with Z or Y or something like that. And you know, we like to go back and kind of make sure that things are the best quality that they can be at the end of the day. So although we've got like this big fuck off yard, I don't want all of the canteens to be hooked up to the yard. Same with like the showers. I want the showers to kind of be isolated to like the cell blocks, if you know what I mean. So I've got you know what, I was thinking about doing like a funnel kind of down, if you know what I mean. I think what I'm actually going to do something like this, right? We're going to take a leaf out of actual prisons, IRL. You know, the kinds of places that they send people to. What about this? Okay, what if we made a prison block like an open thing, right? So what they do in real life is they have, let me show you. They have like a system like this, okay, and they'll have cells like this, kind of going along the walls. Oh, look at that! That actually fits perfectly as well. Although some obviously like we'd want to do something with these corner spaces, but maybe we don't need to. Maybe they can just literally, we can just get rid of them like that, if you know what I mean, and have these cells kind of be little cross shapes. Obviously we'd need to have a doorway coming in somewhere, which we'd have to think about. But yeah, basically the idea is, right, you have your cells like this, and then you plonk your guard in the middle, and because he's in the middle, he can see all of the cells. Okay, he's got an eyeball on absolutely everything that's going on. And yeah, that is generally the idea with these things. Like, I'm going to try and do them again. The only problem is you know what, I haven't done any of the necessary stuff that you do when you start this game. We haven't taken out any grants. Perfect. Let's take that. Let's take that as well. There we go. Lots of money. And the other thing we need to do, of course, is get. We need to get the warden in first of all. We need to get some bureaucracy on the go. Because once we get the bureaucracy on the go, then we can start, you know, researching the things that let us do, for example, small cells, which are quite important and integral to this plan that I'm currently devising. Here we go. Look, if we do this, right, and then we can clear that out, and that becomes a corridor. See, what we've got here, right, is a little cell setup that only requires one guard. And what we can do is we can make the middle bit like a shower area, so everybody comes out of their cells in the morning straight into the shower area, and then I'm trying to right click to move for some reason, and then they can come out like that. I think this might work quite well. I mean, we can get what, 19 people in here. If we want to get like 500, we're going to need a lot of these things, though, aren't we? That is going to be the only problem. Maybe we can make them slightly bigger. What do you think? Maybe we should make them slightly longer. Maybe that's the key here. Maybe what we actually need to do, right, is see. I know we're just doing a bit of planning right now, and obviously planning isn't the most interesting thing in the world to watch. But at the same time, without the planning, like we just end up making a big mess of things, right? No, in fact, I'm going to leave that. I think that might work a bit better. Okay, so we just got the extra couple of cells on either side. Do you think we need any more? I think that'll work. Because then I think our guards will have full visibility, and we've got a decent sized shower room that we can let them have a dip inside. So let's start by getting some foundations down, shall we? We're going to go fully concrete this time. I think fully concrete is probably the way that is the best way to go. We're going to start by getting these office foundations down, and obviously like our little reception area. Here we go. Oh god, I've made life difficult for myself now. That I can't do that. Oh god, I'm misclicking all over the place here. Okay, so we found out these little corner bits. There we go. Nice. We're just gonna do this top bit and this bottom bit for now. I think we'll definitely extend this out because I want this to be an inside space. Same with this one. I want this to be in an inside space as well, leading to an outside space. In fact, screw it. Let's go all the way along. There we go. Leading to an outside space, and then these cell blocks. Do you think this is the right? I think this is the right place to put a cell block. How much is it going to cost to make one of these? So that's like £5,000. So it's probably good. Like, let's have a look. Oh, I didn't add it up. Okay, what, 8, 9? It's a good £9,000 to get the foundations down for one of those things. We're also going to need. Let's speed it up. We're also going to need some fences, right, to keep these people in the places that we want them to be. What about? I think we should probably just start with the basic fences. To be fair, because if we start putting expensive fences down now, like we're going to use all the monies at the end of the day. Yeah, let's just start by fencing off our yard area. Okay, so we're definitely going to go along the bottom like that. Then I think we should definitely go along the top like this as well. Okay. What I want to do though is like double fence this stuff. So like around the outside we can have like a nice perimeter that the guards can walk in and out. You know, so they can keep an eye on things for tunnels, stuff like that. But yeah, I've got some plans. We'll see how it goes as it goes along. What else has been going on in my life then? I don't know. I guess just generally like it's just generally dad stuff. To be honest, dad stuff takes up like a lot of my life, and honestly, I like doing it. Dad stuff is probably the most enjoyable thing I get to do on a daily basis, if you know what I mean. Like today, we got to set up the old, like the Hot Wheels style car tracks where you like launch cars and stuff like that. Oh no! Oh, I totally forgot about auto lights. Oh, what a pain! I really hate the auto light system in this game. We're gonna have to dismantle all of these lights now. There we go. Dismantle all of these lights. All of these lights need to go, guys. I don't want any of these lights you've plonked down, precariously all over the place. We're gonna get them all over here as well. That's gonna be a thing. I guess we should put. Should we put a solitary door on? I think we should put a solitary door on the cell block. What do you reckon? I think that's probably a reasonable thing to do, right? If we get a solitary door on the cell block, and then I think if we can buy one. Oh, we can't yet. We have to get security. I was going to say if we can buy one, we should get like a metal detector as well. Oh, we can. Okay. And plonk that down just here. There we go. So that it's so that we've got like a nice kind of funnel to send people through, so that we can check them for shit before they get in front of the guard. But yeah, like I said, this is like a real. There we go. This is like a real thing that they do in prisons, okay? And it does make sense, right? You can minimise your guard usage. They can all kind of monitor for situations just from the centre of the little jail. They don't even have to kind of wander around all that much. Oh yeah, so I should point out, right? I've got this instigated rule that we're gonna try and avoid zoning as much as we can, which means obviously everybody is going to be mingling together at the same time, and there's going to be a lot of fights. So for the sake of entertainment, I've turned off the failure conditions, okay? Because I figure you guys don't just want to see me like build a fun prison where people like murder and maim each other and then just get stuck, kind of. With failing 10 episodes in, because that wouldn't be that enjoyable. So instead, we're going to have some fun with this place, right? If we get 100 people murdering each other in like a horrendous riot, that's going to be for our entertainment purposes, and I think that's going to be a good thing. Okay, hopefully you guys agree with me, because nobody wants to be bored by entertainment, right? Anyway, let's minimise this. We don't have half of this stuff yet. Let's get rid of these auto place lights. My God, they're horrible. It didn't. Oh, I guess because I turned the option off before they built this foundation. They didn't put the lights down for that, which is nice. We can get some regular doors over here. There we are, and let's disable some planning. Nice. So today I had to go to the dentist. Like a few weeks ago, I managed to break a tooth, and that wasn't the best, honestly. Like I can't remember how I did it. It was something totally stupid and innocuous. Is that the word? I don't know. Something along those lines. Whatever that word means. Yeah, it was just utterly dumb, and I ended up like having to go in and get it you know, I had it pulled. Like, you know, by pulled, I mean like he just kind of wobbled it a bit and it fell out. And then of course I had a big gap in my teeth, which wasn't the best. So today I finally won't have that gap filled. It's taken a little while to go and have it done. Honestly, I've been going back like 2 or 3 times, but it feels good. You know, I've got a tooth in my mouth now. I didn't have one there before. Here we go. That looks good. Oh fuck it. Let's just grid it up. Okay, I'm trying to put them around the edges because then they should hopefully light up a whole bunch of these cells. You know.